Hello, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Dana and I so appreciate you being here with me today for my mini Halloween series, which I am calling Halloween Horror Places. Basically, HHP builds that are themed around spooky movies. Now, if you're following my channel, you know that I'm currently working on a half city core, half countryside island. I'm still working on the island behind the scenes, but I'm kind of pausing on posting videos on the island until after Halloween is over because we're in the middle of spooky season and this calls for some spooky builds. Last year, I created an island that was completely dedicated to horror movies and spooky classic characters. By far, I had the most fun putting the island together. So if you have not seen the tour, please go check out the link in the description down below. It is so much fun to visit this time of year. There's over 25 different movie references, so if you're a horror fan, do go check it out. But today, we are doing episode 2 of our HHP build. So we kicked off the series on Friday the 13th with, of course, an HHP build of Friday the 13th. So if you have not seen that build, please go check it out. I will be creating a playlist of all these HHP builds, so they will all be in one place. But today, I thought it might be fun to make this series a little bit of a game. I'm not going to tell you today what the theme is off the bat. I want you to put down your guess in the comments down below of what you think today's build is going to be based on 3 clues that I'm going to give you. So here they are. This build is inspired by a classic horror movie that was originally released in the early 2000s. It is a franchise that is still going strong today. And I said this in my first video, I will say it again, I'm actually not a big horror movie fan by any means. I'm pretty much a big wuss. But I have seen the first movie in this franchise and I've seen the 5th. Other than that, I couldn't really take the rest of it. They were a little too much for me. But for the purpose of this build and to get all the details kind of right, I did rewatch the first film again. And for the final clue, I'm going to show you who the villager is going to be that we are designing this space for. I selected this villager specifically for this build. So here they are. It is Kabuki. Now with those 3 clues, please, I really want you to play along, think about it for a minute, and write down your best guess in the comments down below of what you think today's build is going to be. Pause the video if you need to, and just put down your comments. As I build out this room, I think it's going to become a little bit more obvious of what the movie theme is. Then you can kind of go back in the comments and let me know if your initial guess was right or not. So let's have some fun with this. All right, so I'll give you a few seconds. Again, feel free to pause the video. 3, 2, 1. Okay, are your guesses in? Let's get started. I'm going to begin by placing down the ramshackle flooring. In this movie, the flooring is actually more of a cracked and dirty tile, but I liked the way this ramshackle flooring looks best for this build, so we're going to place it here. And I'm also going to use the white subway tile walls. Again, in the movie, the walls were really gross and dirty, but let's just say someone came in here and cleaned up a bit. We have to work with what we have. Okay, I'm going to remove the windows here from the space and then make the entryway a little bit more of a gray tone to match the flooring. And this is looking good so far. I'm liking the space, but I want to go ahead and widen it a little bit. I'm going to make it 4 deep, 6 wide, so we have a little bit more room to play with here. Okay, and now I'm going to add in a couple of these pillars on either side. One over here, and I'm going to place the other one right over on this side of the wall. And I'm going to change their color from this red brick to a white brick. I think that fits better with the wall. And now let's put in some overhead lighting. I like the way this looks. Just 2 is good. And now a long bathtub, which we'll place right up against this back wall here. And I'm also going to change this to the white marble to kind of fit more of that wall. And now, of course, a toilet. Let's place that right over here. Obviously, this is coming together as a bathroom, so have your initial guesses included anything that might have a spooky bathroom? Any ideas of what you think this movie theme could be? I'm going to change that to more of the dark seat. So far, I'm liking the way this looks. All right. Now let's place over here one of the shower head sets on the wall. Just gonna move that right in position over here. Again, obviously this is a bathroom. And now I'm gonna place down some of these pipes and meters. I'm gonna flip them around backwards. There was a lot of piping in the bathroom of this movie, more so than I'm placing here, but just kind of to give you an idea, we'll just place a few pipes here. We'll place one over on this wall, and then we'll put one right over here on this side wall. Looks good. And now let's place down a clock on the wall. This is relevant in the film. There is a clock that looks actually just like this in the movie. So I think this is perfect. And let's place down some of the glow-in-the-dark stickers. We're gonna customize these to look like a mirror. So any custom codes that I use in this build, I will include directly in the video in case you wanted to get any of them for yourself. But here is our little mirror code we're gonna place here. We're just gonna double that up. And there's our mirror. And then I'm gonna place down here a little tile mat of some broken glass. Even though my mirror code isn't broken, there was a scene in the movie where one of the characters in the movie did break this mirror. So place this down. along with a little envelope. And then right over here, we're gonna place down another tile mat, and this is gonna be a cell phone. There was also a tape recorder that is relevant, but I didn't find a really good tape recorder custom code, so we're not gonna have the tape recorder in here, but that might be another clue of what this room scene is. I think it's kind of shaping up to be pretty obvious of what this scene is, but maybe not yet. I don't know. We'll see. I know this bathroom setting was really important in the first movie, and I'm pretty sure it made a reappearance in the future films as well. Like I said, I've only seen the first one and the fifth one. I cannot remember if the bathroom was in the fifth one, but I think it was. But anyway, there was a huge door also in the bathroom, so I'm gonna place it over here. In the movie, the door is actually directly across from the bathtub, but I think it's such an important part of the movie that I'm gonna place it over on the side wall. So I'm going to show you the custom codes I'm using for this as well. It was a really big, heavy wooden door. This, I think, is pretty obvious. If you know the movie, you know. But let's continue the build. Kabuki is looking very happy with the build so far. He's liking his space. All right, let's set the mood for this bathroom. It's a little too bright. We need to make this a little bit more sinister. Let's bring the lighting down to more of a blue hue and turn the lights down way low. This looks much better. More of the spooky vibes that we're looking for here. So I'm liking this. I like the way this is turning out. I think it is, again, getting pretty obvious of what movie has inspired this build, but I did say that I wanted to make this a game, so just to make it very, very clear, let's go ahead and place down some custom coding. So we just want to make this very clear that I want to play a game. So here I can reveal that this build is inspired by the very first Saw movie. If you have not seen the first movie, spoiler alert, stop the video right now. These next custom codes will be a spoiler. These custom codes were created by yours truly. You have to include the chains and the foot. I'm sorry, I had to. I am not a custom code creator, but I had to include these. Let's also pop in the handsaw here. And just a couple splatters. So as I said, I did rewatch the first film to create this build, and again, spoiler alert if you don't want to know, but my thoughts on the movie, I liked it. It wasn't too gross. There was moments where I did have to hide behind my hands, but not too bad. I liked how at the end, you thought you kind of had everything figured out, and then there was a major twist at the end that you just did not see coming. I thought that was really clever. The fifth one was a little too much for me. I can't believe that they are putting out a Saw 10 already. It's in theaters. That's just crazy to me. Not what I'm gonna see, but let's get Kabuki here in his little outfit. Make him look more like Jigsaw. Perfect Jigsaw right here, in my opinion. He's looking good. I really like the way this build turned out. So I need to know, please let me know in the comments down below, did you guess this build right? Did you correctly guess that this was gonna be Saw? Kabuki is playing the perfect Jigsaw. Let's just see him here in his environment. He looks pretty happy. I did also do a quick exterior build, so we'll go ahead and take a quick peek at that on our way out here. But please let me know in the comments, what do you think of this build? Have you seen the first Saw movie? Have you seen any of the other Saw movies? Are you planning on seeing Saw 10? Which was your favorite? I would love to know in the comments. Are you a fan of spooky horror movies? Please let me know. So let's just take a quick peek at the exterior of this build. I just kind of put this together really quickly. This is the mannequin factory warehouse that the bathroom was in. So this custom code for Jigsaw is right here. If you would like it for yourself, it's a great custom code. If you enjoyed this build and would like to see me do more spooky themed HHP builds, please give the video a like. Let me know in the comments. Also consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever there's more HHP builds that I do. I hope you are having an amazing spooky season, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!